It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Aviators and the reigning NFC champs. And it's all up next.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough. NFL season, as it'll be the Aviators of Honolulu taking on the Black Knights of Brooklyn. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Brooklyn. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
To throw on second down, Douglas. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Honolulu first down.
Back to throw. Douglas throwing middle, and it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second and a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Terry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Shakes off the sack. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Douglas. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Douglas throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is Shane.
How long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Back to throw again. One in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 10. Going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Dickinson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Right side, caught by Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. If you're these receivers, throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Black Knights are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Douglas. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Douglas. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to throw. Douglas. That is caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Aviators.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Douglas. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Douglas. He completes it to Tate.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake. Douglas. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of having played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
So people playing defense in this one is a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, he made the catch. Plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Dickinson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball. coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shifts past him at the 45. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there, a great tackle in old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Dickinson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Douglas. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down now. Still. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st down, Douglas. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida. And it's the Caps who are out in front. The Caps looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Off play action. Dickinson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Douglas. Another catch for Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Douglas. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Douglas. And this is going to be intercepted. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a give, right side, still, and he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Dickinson. To the sideline and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Great play there. 55 yards. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dickinson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Douglas able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Now this is caught by Martin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
First down, Honolulu.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Black Knights 10.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. To throw on 3rd down, Dickinson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL keep advancing the ball down the field.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Douglas. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing on 1st down, Douglas. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Douglas. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Terry, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Terry, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the Douglas. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Aviators are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Dickinson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Dickinson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Looking to throw. Dickinson. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dickinson. And he fires one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Play brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Douglas. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Honolulu, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.